Hey everybody, welcome back to the studio. Today I want to talk about something that's not camera, not lens related, but annoys me just as much as some of the people's recommendation for those things, and that is, what computer should I get to do photo editing? I hate seeing these posts because as soon as you see these posts, it's almost, mine's bigger than yours, you need to get this, you need to, and it's ridiculous. I see people saying, I'm a beginner photographer, I'm looking for a computer. Oh, you need to spend $7,000 for this new iMac that's coming out. Or you need this gaming computer with this, and no, you don't. No. If you're doing photo editing, any of the current computers, and I don't care when you're watching this from today onwards type of thing, will do your photo editing. If you're a beginner, intermediate, or even expert, the basic computers will do it. Video is different. Video takes a lot more of the computer's resources. But for photo editing, standard everyday photo editing that you're not doing 3D, you're not doing all this bizarre stuff, any computer will do it. If you're getting a current processor, you're fine. If you're getting, I like 16 gigabytes of RAM. I find that's the sweet spot for doing a lot of stuff on your computer, working with layers and so on and so forth in photo editing. I find that works great. Pretty much that's it. I do like a large hard drive. I use a 1 terabyte hard drive on my computers. I don't store any of my photos on that hard drive. That hard drive is only for the programs. But I like a larger one because they always seem to be getting full, and the programs are always getting bigger and bigger, and updates and everything takes space. And if you buy a small one like a 256, but by the time you've had it for a year or two, it's going to be starting to max out. So get something that's larger so that you're not going to be running out of space right away. 500 is fine, but like I say, I like 1 terabyte. I find that's the sweet spot. Now, here's the thing. For all my photos, I store all that on external hard drives. So that's why I don't care what my computers have for the hard drive space, because my photos are stored off of the computer. It's the safest, it's the easiest, and it allows quick updates and upgrades. So let's say that it's the end of the year and I want to take the hard drive from this year and put it into my storage container, and I want to put in a new hard drive. All I do is unplug it, plug the next one in. All the pictures from last year now go into the back room, into storage, and I'm done. That's all there was to it. If I ever need those pictures, I just bring it back. I don't need to transfer off of the hard drive. I'm not taking space or anything like that. If I'm out on the road, I'll store some stuff onto my computer's hard drive. And then when I get back, I'll transfer it to the portable. Or I've gone out and bought some SSD hard drives so that they're small, they're easy to carry, and I can take them on the road with me. So I don't worry about a ton of space on the computer. Now, let's get into some of the stuff that will make it better for you for editing and for working with photos. And I'm going to throw in a little tip here. A lot of times I hear people telling me that their computers are slowing down and they're not working as fast as they did, and that this and that, and they're having issues and they're thinking of upgrading. First things first, if you're doing photo editing, use your computer for photo editing. Now you can see, I've got a laptop here, I've got my editing computer here, I've got my email computer back there. A little bit overboard, but I think you get the point. When I'm editing photos, I'm not running music on that computer. I'm not watching a video. I'm not streaming. I'm not checking email or Facebook or anything like that. Why? Because all that reduces the resources available for photo editing. And if you're going to do all that and try to edit photos at the same time, you're going to have to spend the big bucks for the big computer, and it's still not going to be enough. You're still going to have issues. So eliminate all the extra stuff running when you're editing photos, and you'll be much further ahead. I told one person this. They said, but I like listening to music. I says, put your cell phone on your desk with some music on it. Oh, I never thought of that. Or use your laptop for streaming music while you're editing pictures. It'll make it work so much better. And if you're not running a ton of programs, your photo editing program will work faster. Your computer will work faster. You'll have less conflicts, less issues. if you're serious about editing pictures and you want the best, I know this is not what the norm is and everything, but get yourself a desktop. Why? Because a desktop, you can attach a good monitor to it. Yes, you can use a laptop. I've got a laptop right here. Yes, you can hook up a monitor to it. Yes, you can do all of that. But with a desktop, it's just so much easier to set everything up for photo editing. You have more ports generally to plug in USB devices and so on and so forth. You have more room to expand, to put different things inside of it if you should grow. And you can hook up one monitor or two monitors to it. You can change out the video card. So much easier on a desktop than you can with a laptop. Once you get your desktop, get yourself a good monitor and color balance that monitor. If that monitor is color balanced, you'll have a lot easier of a time when you're sending pictures to your clients, when you're uploading to the internet, when you're getting them printed to make sure that they are correct. Yes, you can do it on a laptop. It is possible. But laptops are not the best. Now, I use one. I've got several of them, actually. I use them when I'm on the road. I use them for different things, and they do work. But desktops, I find, just work so much better, so much faster. And it's just so much easier to switch out a monitor and so on and so forth. And it just works so much nicer. If you need a laptop, if you're going to use a laptop, I still strongly suggest get an external monitor. Whether you use one monitor or two monitors, it's going to depend upon your laptop and how it's set up, but get an external monitor and calibrate that monitor. Get it set up properly. Get it set up so it's not doing 10 other things, and you'll find that you don't need to spend a ton of money on your photo editing computer. Now, if you're a professional, if you're moving into being a professional, should you go out and spend that $7,000? Should you go out and buy that cutting edge? Should you go out? Probably not. I'm running a computer here that's probably, I think it's 5 years old, maybe even older, and it works great. I don't have a ton of other stuff on it. It's my photo editing computer. It edits videos as well as the laptop does. The laptop's a little bit faster because it's a little bit newer, but it works fine. Editing photos, people can't believe how fast it works. It is fine. It will work. Now, what about these new updates that come out? Like right now, I just got a notice on my laptop, actually just a few minutes ago, that it's now ready to install Windows 11. Don't be the first to install all the new stuff, because that's where you start having issues. A lot of people I see online from my printing forums or even from photography forums are the people who are having problems because they've installed the newest updates and the updates have caused issues. If your computer is running fine, if it's not a security risk that the update has, or that this operating system has been discontinued or anything like that, stay with what you've got. You don't necessarily need the newest, the best, because it just doesn't do a lot of stuff. In fact, on Windows 11, there's even a warning right on it that says some programs and apps that work on Windows 10 will not work on Windows 11. Well, guess what? I want everything to work that I'm using. I don't want to have to fight with it in the future. So I'm not going to upgrade just for the sake of upgrading. Same with programs. Went into one person's computer. He was having trouble. I could not believe how many programs he had installed on that computer that he never used. I went through and deleted over 50 programs that he had on his computer that were launching every time he started it up that he had never used. They had come with something else. They got installed. He used them once. It's all this stuff. So if you're getting an editing program, use the editing program. If you're getting a filing program, use the filing program. Don't download 50 of one, 25 of the other. Don't download this, that, and the other stuff. If it's your editing computer, you'll find it's much, much better, and it will run much faster with less trouble. So if you're going to want to edit photos, get a good computer, but you don't have to go overboard. If you want to expand and become more of a professional, get a computer that you can grow into. That's why another reason I like desktops. You can add stuff. You can take out one hard drive and then replace it with another. You can add 3 hard drives. On this computer here that I do my editing on, I run 3 hard drives. I have the operating system hard drive. I have a mirrored hard drive of the operating system should anything ever happen to the first one. And I have an additional hard drive that I use as a scratch disk for Photoshop, and that I also use just to store temporary video files and stuff on, just in case. I didn't need all those when I started. I started with just the one hard drive. Then I grew into the two, and then I added the third one. That's what desktops will allow you to do. So go out there, get yourself a good computer, take some amazing pictures, and enjoy the time doing it. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.